While you're all toasting, it is now time to hand out the most prestigious award of the evening, the Channel News Asia Lifetime Achievement Luminary Award 2013. Now, the Lifetime Achievement Luminary Award recognizes an individual whose achievements have been iconic to the Asian region.
And this year's recipient is someone who is truly respected, not just in the Asian region, but also around the world. And he wears many hats. He's a property developer, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a visionary. And to tell us more about this year's Channel News Asia Lifetime Achievement Luminary and to read his citation, please welcome our jury panel member, Professor Anu Demer.
Chairman of MediaCorp, Mr. Teo Mien Kian, CEO of MediaCorp, Mr. Sean Seo, Your Excellencies, and most distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have an impossible task. I have to describe a man who has many achievements in 1 or 2 minutes. So bear with me, I'm going to be extremely selective in bringing this citation for the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Luminary Award 2013, Dr. Ciputra. It's indeed my pleasure and real honor, Dr. Ciputra, to be presenting you to you this evening, you as the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Luminary Award. You are the founder and the chairman of the Ciputra Group in Indonesia and a prominent figure in Indonesia's property business. Dr. Ciputra is often described as talented, innovative, and passionate in many areas of his life. He's a trained architect and he's well known for being a philanthropist, having set up more than 10 foundations in education, sports, arts and culture, including the Ciputra Art Gallery, the museum and theater. But if I have to highlight just one of his multifarious roles, perhaps it would be his visionary entrepreneurial spirit. Such a laudable aspiration is founded on his personal achievements. He co-founded 3 large property development groups in the country, in Indonesia, with a vision to develop cities. They are the Jaya Group, the Metropolitan Group, and the Ciputra Group in 1981. The Ciputra Group has expanded in 35 cities in Indonesia, China, Vietnam, and Cambodia. And he has listed 9 companies with a total market capitalization of $10 billion US. But apart from being an entrepreneur, Dr. Ciputra has also devoted his life to the development of Indonesia and the betterment of living for the community. His desire to share his entrepreneurial experience and knowledge to inspire the young led him to lay the foundation to make entrepreneurship a pervasive consciousness in Indonesia. His first step to do so was to establish the Universitas Ciputra in 2006. He then tirelessly knocked on the doors of national leaders, organized roadshows, and took part in national events on entrepreneurship and training trainers to take on the mantle of skills transfer. The big milestone came when President Yudhoyono gave his seal of approval in 2009 and effectively triggered a nationwide implementation of entrepreneurship education. The list of awards he has gotten is longer than I can read at this moment. It would take the whole evening. But just to say so, he has been cited on numerous occasions by the President of Indonesia, the Governor of Jakarta, but also professional bodies like the Associations of Architects, Real Estate and Engineering, and various worldwide organizations including Ernst & Young and Business Week. One of my favorite quotes from his would be, "I believe embracing entrepreneurship will enable nations to make a quantum leap from despair to prosperity," unquote. Perhaps when we hear of his personal philosophy, we might understand the driving force behind this incredible master entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ciputra.
Before Dr. Ciputra makes his way on stage, I would like to invite to the stage to hand out the award MediaCorp Chairman Teo Min Kien.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 2013 Channel News Asia Lifetime Achievement Luminary Award recipient, Dr. Ciputra, founder and chairman of the Ciputra Group. I would also like to invite all the award recipients of the night along with your trophies. I would also like to invite MediaCorp CEO Sean Xiao, Deputy CEO Chan Long Jong, Channel News Asia Managing Director Ms. Deborah Soon to join our award recipients on stage. Gentlemen and lady, please. Congratulations, everybody. A round of applause for all Channel News Asia's Luminary Award recipients 2013.
Good evening, Pak Ciputra, silakan. Dr. Ciputra, you had so many achievements, you received so many accolades, and tonight, another one for you. What do you have to say for the Lifetime Achievements Luminary Awards from Channel News Asia?
First, I think this achievement, I like to thank first to God, because His mercy, His grace, that I got all this achievement. And the second one, I'm very happy that this achievement can be motivated me, especially from Channel Asia, a channel which I really fall in love. The last 2 years, this is my main overseas channel. Yeah, before another channel, but now it's CNA.
No names mentioned. There's been so much said about the new Indonesia, its growth prospect as well as its uncertainties and expectations, of course. A different time, I would say, from the time when you started your business. Looking at the current situation, I mean, if you are just beginning now to establish a business, would you take a different path from what you have taken several years ago?
Yes, of course, because you have to develop yourself. You have to continue to learn and develop. You have to continue to change. Compare myself than 20 years ago, 10 years ago, must be, I am already changed. And the last, when I am retired, when I was 70 years, I think that the time for me to retire as executive, I give to my children and the professional people. But one thing still in my mind, I've achieved so much in business, but what I've done for the people, I think I'm successful because from God. But what I have to give back to God. So I try to think, why is Indonesia so poor? I came to Singapore and tried to see why Singapore is so developed. If working hard, Indonesia is working hard. If learning hard, also. But what is the difference? We have so much natural resources. And then I take the conclusion because Singapore are entrepreneur. Indonesia is not yet entrepreneur. So my conclusion is I have to help this country, I have to develop entrepreneurship. Since 10 years ago, I started to develop entrepreneurship. And then I have school, more than 10. I changed all to entrepreneurial school. And I have that time already formed 2 university. But that time I have his partner. I said, I have to form my own university. So we prepare about 7 million US to prepare Ciputra University. And we try to make experiment. tried to get know-how from Singapore, from United States, but we've tried to form our own system. And it proved very successful. Indonesia is, our university, we have 5 days of lecturer of university. We said, we make a difference. We said 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, but in Wednesday, just we try to implement the practice of entrepreneurship. And the students so enthusiastic. From the first day they entered university, first day, they are so enthusiastic. And so we developed.
What is the wisdom behind doing this drive for Indonesia?
When I was 12 years old, during the colonial time, Japanese time, and then my father been caught by them. They put in a prison about 400 kilometers away from my small village. Until now, I don't know where the cemetery. So from the time I think, I have to overcome this poverty. So I like to become architect. But when I become architect, I think architect waiting to job created by somebody. I must create my own project. So I become developer. So with that one, I think that if I like to another people, I must help them become entrepreneur. I have formed so many foundations, but I think that teaching them become entrepreneur, that's the best way to help them. And I think that Indonesia is going to that direction. Our president already declared, I wrote letter to him, and he declared, Indonesia become entrepreneur country. So I also think about Singapore. Singapore, to me, is a little bit trapped as an advanced country. Advanced country. Your problem now, problem of the rich, and already been trapped there, a little bit. And I think that Singapore can overcome through entrepreneurship. Like, for example, Singapore has open business overseas, franchise. They form franchise in Indonesia, and they spread overseas. Because Singapore problem is problem of the entrepreneur. All Singapore like to become boss. They don't like to work. They don't like to work dirty things.
What would be your single most important lesson to the young people as they face what many think will be the Asian century?
That is a really very difficult question. I think that you can challenge them about entrepreneurship. My children, my grandchildren, since they are young, have one with me here. We try to train them since they are young. Give them challenge, competitiveness, and they will get reward. Of successful men consist of 3 things: integrity, professionalism, and entrepreneurship. The basic is integrity, like Singapore. Singapore is success because their integrity is very high. Second, Singapore is also very high in professionalism. The third one is this entrepreneurship. This, you must try to emphasize all 3 things together, but give them challenge and reward to the young people. My problem now, how to have incubator center all over Indonesia. I already trained more than 400 teachers and lecturers all over Indonesia. But after train them, I see it. What's the follow-up? The follow-up, they need incubator center. And beside that, that's not enough. We are preparing now online entrepreneurship. Give lecture, teaching them through online. We train them online. But every week, they come together. We have mentor in incubator center. So we have to train them.